What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Leading the Giants is Brian Dable. Reached the playoffs in his first year in charge, but less wins each of the last 2 seasons. And on the other side, that's Dan Quinn. Second season now, leading the Commanders, 8th overall as an NFL head coach. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert!
Going for the first with Dobbins. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Short pass brought in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
13-yard line.
First carry of the game here for the former Iowa Hawkeye. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Mayfield to throw for it. And they give to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's their rookie quarterback taken top 10 in our most recent NFL draft.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a first-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he hasn't shied away from any of those pressures. He's been the guy they needed off the field. Now we finally get to see what he can do on it.
First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. There's a dive up the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play stopped by Damone Clark. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to the well again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He connects downfield. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. They put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's 4th down.
Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Dropping back to throw. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
That's good.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And the stop is made at the 32, so give them almost enough for a new set of downs.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, sack.
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. Anywhere, the defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Aubrey puts it through, and special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 1.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
2 yards. First down, New York.
Baker now off the play fake. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. All down that time by Jonathan Jones. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Shotgun handoff. It's on the top. Ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
Recovered by the Commanders.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Setting him on the down. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Landover right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Give now to the running back. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Picking tempo with some hurry-up offense.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense working quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders grow their lead off the turnover. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call.
Hey, here we go, set.
Bucks capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Giants, then this running back, headed back out for a new series. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Johnson gets it again on 2nd. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. He dodged the tackle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as the medical staff heads out to check on him. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield now from the gun. He's making a bid for it. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. And the Commanders pick it up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
He's going to throw it. He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Everybody rushing back to the line.
10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. From that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. They go counter. It's Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This is brought in by Coleman. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds a man right side. And this one doesn't go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 43-yard line.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mayfield to throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14.
Running out of the pistol with Johnson. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Baker now. Touchdown, New York. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Giants drop the lead back to 13.
Giants 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up now.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Throwing from the gun. It's caught. That's Thielen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go!
He's going to throw it again. He rolls to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So entering the locker room, it's got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And this is the Eagles quarterback. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. Next up, we go down to Brazil. Game number 2 on the NFL schedule, the Chiefs and the Chargers from the Southern Hemisphere. And it's the 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Aaron Rodgers. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. 14 all, the score at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he'll be met near the lines, limit the gain to a yard. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll throw it. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Oh, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
70 Lions, go!
Throw here, 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Making the call himself. He's forward for a gain of about 6. Still short of that marker, but they could definitely go for this on 4th down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. They're going to try to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch the lead to 23. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Giants are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throw left side. And they hit big there on that second down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flagged out. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short, Johnson. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Takes this in at the 25. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. The Commanders and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Let's go.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
The give here on second. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Go.
Right up the gut. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, they came at the perfect time.
And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up third down.
Here we go, sack. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 15.
Another carry for him. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 19.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders looking like they'll start this season with a win.
6. Boys, you got right now. Go all the way. Go all the way.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Hey, smash, drop. Set. Ready.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
He was brought down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Okay,
The
ready.
lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go. 70 left.
They'll throw for it. Caught out wide. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Here we go.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
They're going to pass it here. And this is coming the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 37, Giants 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.